Hi everyone, and welcome to Craft and Chat with Lisa. I am pre-recording this video so that I can have it to show this Wednesday. And so thank you for tuning in. And as usual, if you'd love to share the video, that would be great. And be sure and comment like you usually do. Let me know where you're watching from, and I will answer any questions later on when I go back and rewatch the video. So for today's project, I wanted to switch back to a little bit of fall, and I'm using the Celebrate Sunflowers bundle that's in the annual catalog, and I'm making my version of a slimline card, okay, that normally you would see these a little bit about an inch longer, and I wanted mine a little bit smaller. So I'm starting with a piece of Cajun Craze, and it's cut at 7.5 by 7 and scored at 3.5, okay? And then I'm also using some of the Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper, specialty paper, and I cut that 3 by 7. I have 2 pieces of Very Vanilla cut the same length and width. Both of these are 3.25 by 7.25, and then you'll need some scrap for stamping and die cutting and fussy cutting out. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a good crease with my bone folder. I hope everyone is doing great today. I'm enjoying some time with my family. Okay, so here, the way we're going to build this up is the Very Vanilla layer. One of them is going to go on the outside of the front to kind of make this gilded paper really pop from that background. I wanted to use the metallic. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that on using some Stampin' Seal. And then I'll just center this right here, and then I'll be able to pop that on the front of this card base, and that'll be ready to go. And we'll start working on the rest. Oh, running out there. I'll have to refill that. Let me pull the Stampin' Seal Plus. Okay. Let me just put this here, and then there's our background layer for the rest of the card. Now what I did is I have Very Vanilla again, and I wanted to use my Stampin' Blends to color, okay? So what I did is I stamped in Early Espresso 3 of the sunflowers, and then I quickly covered it with clear embossing powder and heat embossed it. Like that, it won't smear the ink, okay? So anytime you want to use a base color rather than Memento Black for your Stampin' Blends, just make sure you stamp and then cover with embossing powder fairly quickly, and you can emboss it and it'll stay, okay? It'll be a little bit raised and a little bit shiny like most embossed images. Okay, so now I'm going to color these, and I'm going to get my Cajun Craze blends, bronze, and old olive. So I'm going to start off with the light, and I decided to use this color here, and I'm just going to fill in really easily here. So these are a different color than usual for sunflowers, but I wanted it to be a little whimsical and to match the designer paper and give it a really pretty fall look. Recently, when my other granddaughter was here, we were able to go to a local sunflower field, and I'll try to post a picture of her in that field. It just was so much fun, and we were walking around through the field and going through the rows that weren't really rows. You know, the sunflowers were really close together. And I have this little fear of bees and wasps. And there were bumblebees and bees all over the place. And I know they were doing their own thing, but oh, I was a little bit nervous. But It was fun and so worth it. And they didn't bother me one bit. They didn't seem to bother me at all. I'm going to go ahead and color all of these with the light and then go back with the dark a little bit. Anyway, now I plan to go back there with my other granddaughters. I don't know if the sunflower fields are still blooming, if they were there, because I know they were all, I don't know how long sunflowers stay blooming, but anyway, it was fun. I had never been in a sunflower field before, so we really enjoyed that. And my daughter got some really cute pictures. Okay, let's see. This is so fun coloring this. It's just coloring book coloring. That's what I call it. So I hope everybody is doing well and having some time to craft. I've got some more projects up my sleeve for, of course, for Christmas and holidays. So we'll be getting back to that soon. Not next Wednesday. I won't be in the Missouri studio. We have to go to Texas and for some appointments. And so if I'm able, I will pre-record a video. If not, I'll try to get with you later in the week, okay? I'm sorry, I can't be more certain of that. I try to be pretty consistent. Okay. I probably should have colored these, but this is how I would do a live, so I'm just enjoying this and chatting with you. Okay. So now I'm going to take the dark and just kind of go around the center and kind of feather that out a little bit so it doesn't look so harsh. I don't want a line, you know. So I can kind of go over the artist's shadows and accent lines, the little sketch lines, and here the bottom petals can be a little darker. It's so funny that, and I guess it's like that with a lot of colors, but Cajun Craze is such a fall color to me. I very seldom use it at any other time of the year. And, you know, of course, I take my cues from our beautiful designer paper, and this is usually when we see it, is in the fall papers. So, there we go. And a little bit more here. So, I love sunflower seeds too. I used to, and all my friends thought I was absolutely nutso, and probably my husband too. But I used to eat, well, I still will do it, sunflower seeds in the shell. And I just chew up the shell and swallow it, the whole thing. Is anybody else doing that? And I learned how to do that, and I'm telling on myself. But when I was in school, I'd sneak some in my desk. You know, the desk that had the storage underneath the flat top. And I'd have some there on the little pencil holder, and I put it in my mouth, and I didn't want to have to crack it and have the shell to deal with. So I just ate the whole thing. And that's how that happened. I know that's crazy, but my mom used to tell me, he said, that can't be good for your stomach. But that's how I did it, and I still do it. But now I prefer the salted and already shelled sunflower seeds. So, okay, this is the bronze, and I liked the look of this. We can use this as our skin tones. It comes in a double combo pack with the ivory. And I just think it's beautiful color for skin tone. Or, oh, there's my phone ringing. Sorry about that. Hello? Hey. Yes. Can I call you back? I'm recording right now though. Okay? Bye. Sorry guys. That's pretty much like a live video, isn't it? Okay, so here we go with Old Olive. And I'm probably going to cut that part out because I'll be able to edit this video. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, if I've edited it out, I got a phone call in the middle of my recording. Just like I would have if it's alive. And Jackie will probably be walking in a minute. Okay, so there's that. I need a new Old Olive. Look at that. I have just used it all up. Okay, so now I'm taking dark. Oh, gosh. That's a little bit too dark, but I'm going to make it work. Okay, so there we have that. Let's put this up. And we're going to get our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And put that there. And we're going to cut these 3 out. Okay, there's one. This is such a pretty sunflower set. Get that there. Centered and hold it tight. Okay. All right, we have those 3. And I didn't center those. I don't have my magnetic sheet yet. So I don't like that much of that showing. And I probably should have used a Post-it note. So I'm going to kind of trim off around the edge. Does anybody else do this? Okay. That one's okay. This one's okay too. Trim a little bit around the leaves. Okay, so now here we go. We're going to put these over top. Now let me show you what I did. I put these here, okay, and I thought I need a little bit more to separate them from that background. And so I chose one of our square vellum doilies, and I'm going to use a little liquid glue. That one here. And then I have these already cut. These are in the dies as well, the sunflower dies. And I cut them out of copper foil. And And so I'm just going to play with this a little bit before I glue it down, just to position them. And I'm going to glue down the bottom 2 sunflowers. I'm going to put one like this, and then one here, and then one is going to go over top with dimensionals. So let's see. That. Okay, that'll be good. Liquid glue down, and this one's going to go right here. Then I'm going to go ahead and attach this, because the sunflowers are going to cover up if the glue comes out from the edges there. Okay. Yeah. All right, and then we're going to get some Stampin' Dimensionals and pop this one up. Like that. I forgot to glue that down, but it looks like the dimensional pretty much had that, but I'm going to put some glue just to be on the safe side. Okay, now I'm going to take another piece of Very Vanilla, a scrap piece, and the let's see, do I want to say thanks a bunch or let's celebrate you? I think I'm going to do let's celebrate you. It seems like I need more birthday cards here lately. So I'm going to do that, and early espresso. And then I'm just going to take my paper snips and cut out around this. And I want it curvy, really no straight edges. So I'm going to try to curve a little bit. I wish Jackie would come in here and get his phone. I had it because he was working outside and we were expecting a phone call from a business, and I said, yeah, I'll answer it. But now, you know, I'm trying to record and that's just not good. Okay, so behind that, I need some mini dimensionals. So here's some that I have left over from, looks like a paper pumpkin kit. Okay, it's going to go just like that. And then I have some of the ribbon that is from this same suite. It's called the Basket Weave and Metallic Ribbon Combo, and I just tied a bow, put it right there. Then I'm going to take the other piece of Very Vanilla and put it on the inside, just like that. Then I have a scrap piece of this, and I decided I'm going to go ahead and like cut a 1-inch strip. So I'm coming over here to the trimmer just to give the inside a little bit of flair. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. And we're going to be done with our card. Yay. Okay. So there we have it. A Slimline card, Lisa style, a little bit shorter than most Slimline cards. Now I'm going to also, on a a video that I will post on my YouTube channel and on my blog. I made a special envelope for this to go in. It's made out of cardstock, so be sure you look for that. And let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.